Okay. So first question is from Shinky in Singapore. Shinky in Singapore says, is it wrong to try to show only the good side of myself on social media? It seems everyone is doing that. Okay, so the answer is this. The answer is, if you realize and understand that everyone is putting only the good sides, then it's normal. You don't have to change anything, really. Why? Because you understand that it's all highlighted. It's all curated. It's all there, right, as highlights. Once you understand that, it doesn't affect you, right? One of the things that we have to understand about when it comes to wisdom and knowledge is the moment you understand something clearly, like, oh, it's all curated, edited, and they all have bad times. Yeah, that's reality, which means that if you can realize that everyone is doing the same thing, and if you really understand that, then it's not going to affect you as much. Should people put bad stuff on? And the answer is, I don't think so. You don't have to. Like, think about this. If you had a business, would you really put your bad stuff of your business onto your site? I don't think so. Everyone knows you're just putting the good stuff on. It's just that we tend to forget it when we become emotionally involved more than anything else. So do you have to put your bad stuff on? You don't have to. Some people do it because it's like for a comedic response so people can laugh. And that's fine. But there is, there's other reasons why some people won't put embarrassing things on, because what if it goes viral, then everyone knows you as that. And that's something that can be also harmful to someone's mental health, which means you don't have to. No, just because I say it doesn't mean you have to do it and put bad stuff on there either. It's just recognizing and understanding that everything is edited, curated, everything is photoshopped when you look at the really, really good social media pages. Okay, let's go to James in PJ. Says, I'm on social media a lot, but at the end of it, it's not really fulfilling. How do I make it more meaningful and how to make it more fulfilling? Okay, so yeah, one of the things is a lot of people, like they say the average teenager up to I think it's 18 to 24, they spend up to 8 to 9 hours a day on social media, which is crazy. And you wonder why they're lonely, and you wonder why it's depressing. There's depression and loneliness, right? If you want to make it meaningful, it's not about the length of it. It's about how to make it meaningful is there needs to be a purpose for it. There's got to be a purpose for why you do it. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, why do I go onto YouTube checking out other sites? For me, because I just started this YouTube channel 2 weeks ago, I'm looking to see what other YouTube channels do that makes them successful. I have a purpose of why I'm watching it. I do. And because of that purpose, it's meaningful to me because I learned something from it. So other people will have different purposes of why they watch social media, but don't just go into it for no reason. That's when it's meaningless. You're unfulfilled and you just wondered, what the heck did you just watch? Oh, what did I just do for the last 8 hours? It becomes purposeless, okay? So thank you, James from PJ. Let's go on to someone else. From Japan. There's Aya from Japan. And Aya says, I get jealous when I see really good Instagram pages because they do so many things and have such great pictures. Even when they do normal things, it looks better. Do they really have that much fun and live an amazing life, or is it fake? Okay, well, I'm not gonna call people and say that it's fake, but one thing you do need to know is this, is especially people who have 1 million or 500,000 followers, 1 million followers, 10 million followers, that's actually their job. It's their job, which means they purposely go there not to go there for fun. They go there to put it on their social media. And they sit there taking hundreds and maybe thousands of pictures just to find the right picture to curate it and put it onto their social media. So are they really having that much fun? Well, if it's a very well-known person, all these people have a team and they actually go out, fly out to different places, and the whole purpose is for their social media site. It's their job. So are they really having that much fun? To be honest, it shouldn't even really matter. One of the things that you can't get yourself into is when you focus on watching everyone else's life and you don't look at your life anymore. You have to kind of change that around. We're so focused on watching everyone else's life, but you forget to look at your own. And this is why life itself becomes unfulfilling, because all you do is watch what everyone else does. And this becomes something that's you're basically it's like self-destruct. You're destroying yourself by doing these types of things. Okay? Thank you, Aya from Japan. Jessica Ng in KL. I think I'm kind of addicted to social media. What should I do? Okay, so can you be addicted to social media? Of course you can, right? The same chemical that goes out, that fires out in your brain for social media is the same thing that happens for drugs, for alcohol, for porn. All these other addictions have that exact same dopamine that's just firing in your brain, and you just can't help, oh, I gotta watch it, I gotta watch it, I gotta watch it. So if you're addicted, of course, if it's really, really bad, you need help from someone on the outside. And this is what I want to tell you is, a lot of the times, if it's really bad, you can't fix it yourself. That's why when you see like Alcoholics Anonymous, you have drug addicts, they all have to go to a drug facility to help them to stop doing it. So if it's really bad, you really need help from other people. Now, if you're someone who's kind of more of like, oh, I watch it, I see it every day, and I spend about a good 5, 6 hours, 7 hours, on this, and I don't know how to stop it. The one thing that's really good for us is it's good to set rules for yourself. Now, I'm not going to say that, just cut it down to 2 hours, because I know it might be really, really hard. But the rules that I would suggest you to do is keeping them out of areas that will make your life more difficult. And I heard one speaker talking about social media. He had a brilliant idea. And he says, in his house, you can use your phone and social media anywhere in the house except for 2 places. Kitchen and your bedroom. So you could set rules there, because you're in the kitchen a lot and you're in your bedroom a lot, right? Don't use your phone for your alarm. It's better to actually use, say, like a real alarm clock. So if you are addicted to it, the social media, what should you do? It really depends on how extreme it is, because you might need help from someone on the outside. But if it's for yourself and you just want to limit the usage that you have, it's much better actually to set certain limits for yourself. Because I honestly, I think it's quite sad, and I actually do this myself sometimes. You're eating with each other and everyone's on their phones. And it happens, right? Because social media is like such a powerful thing, and we're talking to other people. But when you're at the table, it's kind of the only time you have FaceTime too. And it's something that you should kind of give yourself some rules. Give yourself some rules of how you want to stop yourself from doing these things, okay? So I hope that helps too. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica Ng from KL. And I believe this is the last question from Mincy. Mincy in PJ, which is also in Malaysia. And, it looks like a parent. Okay, so it says, how can I stop my child from doing social media? He's always on it. Okay, so like I said before, social media is not the issue. It's actually a tool. And in this world right now, it's kind of unrealistic for someone not to do so, like to go zero social media. And what I do suggest is kind of like what I just told Jessica, is it's good to have some rules in your house. Like some rules, where it's not like saying you can never do it, but it's like in the kitchen or in your bedroom, you can't use your phone. Yeah. Where you set some type of limitations where this person doesn't feel like, oh, okay, it doesn't mean I can't do it. Because quitting something cold turkey, if they're using it that much, this can also be damaging too. You do want your son to kind of limit them, but it's not about actually cutting it off completely, because this world is just so immersed in social media. And what you want to do is, it's better that you kind of lay some ground rules so that your son or your children will know, in this house, if anything, no one uses the phone when we eat. There's one. And number 2 is, no one uses the phone in the bedroom. And that's it. You can use it anywhere else. Right? And if you set some guidelines, this kind of helps the relationship too, because especially when it comes to people that your kids might be a little bit addicted, or they're young and they're not very rational yet. They get really emotional. You know what that means? It means that if you take it away from them, they're not going to like you anymore. You basically destroy your relationship and they hate you. Well, you don't want that either, right? So it's better to have something that kind of limits people more than anything else. Okay? It's better to not even put a computer or laptop even in your child's bedroom. It's better to put it somewhere else where they can do it, right? You can put limitations on it, okay? So those are the questions for today. I'm very grateful for everyone coming out today. Thankful for the questions that you guys have given us, and I hope that we can see you again. I hope this all helped about social media, making it out, putting it to our advantage, and we'll see you next week on Saturday for the next Bubble Talk. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.